All right, we are live.
Okay.
We are live. Oh, hold on.
You're halfway.
All right. Let's play some freaking poker.
Yes. Yes.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yes, let's play some poker.
Yes. It boggles. Daddy play poker.
Yes, Daddy's playing poker.
Yes.
So 1, 2. I am on the big blind.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, I'm not sitting in the right hand. Let me sit here. Well, we gotta wait for the stream to get live, so
Yes.
it's on a delay. So I might as well wait on my big blind and open up another table while I log this
What
session.
did you? What did you do? Daddy, do ma. Daddy,
Yeah.
look.
Yeah, that's us.
Yes. Yeah.
Can you say hi?
Hi.
There you go.
Hi. 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 Hi.
Teaching the little guy how to play.
Bye. It was second. I got to my poker.
Yes.
I got a poker. I got a ball.
Oh, do you want to go now?
Yeah.
Okay. Bye. Go see Mama. All right. Hey,
I want to home. I want to sit down.
you want to sit down with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told Joey outside the door. Joey. It close the door.
Yeah, shut the door.
Or that.
Good job, buddy.
I want want it fair. Give me up. Give me up. Give me up. Give me up.
Oh, I need my phone. Hold on 1 second. Let me go get my phone. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I got it.
Here you go.
Thank you.
I want to give me up. No.
There we go. Sure, I'll call the 50 cents there for the Omaha hand. Two pair. So there's a straight on the board. I don't really want to do anything stupid here. I'm just going to check. Now there's two straights on the board and I have a gut shot.
It's a pea web. It's a piece.
Yeah. I'm going to have to,
Piece. I'm not in a piece.
yeah, I can call here. There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Full house. That's what I called. Got the full house, baby. Alright. We're gonna have to pot it. Oh, wait, not pot it. We're gonna have to do $8. Oh, and I got dealt aces over here, boys. Let's go. Say let's go. Say let's go, Rio.
Lego.
Let go. Oh, he folded. See, that's why I didn't pot.
Lego.
Over here, over here.
No.
Aces. Aces. Alright. Standard raise here is $6. Please don't get a fold. Please don't fold. Please don't fold. Aw, man. Get folds around with my aces.
No. 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 No.
Queens in Omaha, that's gonna be a pot pre. Pot pre, pot pre, pot pre.
No. No. Yes.
You gotta do what you gotta do to grind.
No.
Hello? Hello? I have a gut shot here, a pair of 8s, backdoor heart possibilities. They're potting it. Should I gamble here? All right, let's gamble. Yes! Yes! And that's why we gamble! That's why we gamble! That's why we gamble! Fold there. I can't let them. I gotta charge for the catching uppers if he catches up. Let's go. Ace, king, double suited. Of course it folds all the way. Yes. Queen Jack, 4-5. Yeah, we're gonna call. Let's get in there. That's what I love about PLO. We can get in there. So I have a straight draw. I'm gonna fold here. He could have a deuce. In that case, you know, he could. He's got plenty of outs to a full house with 4 cards. I'll raise this. Times 3. I finally get a good hand in Hold'em after so long. Let me test the chat just in case. There we go. This is a fold here. There's a 3-bet and then a 4-bet. So unless I had kings or queens, if I had queens, I'd probably 5-bet. sun comes out on this turn, I am cracked. King 9 suited, I'm not gonna lie, I love free betting this hand to late position openers. Open the pot, yeah. I'm gonna make it 15 on your silly ass over there. On your silly self, my bad. Silly self. I'm gonna go for a $10 bet here. Oh wow, a snap fold. What do you have? Jacks, pot. I'm open-ended. Open-ended with jacks. Well, now my hand just got degraded. You gotta be careful, buddy. Of course, everyone folds around. I'm in a small blind with ace deuce offsuit. I'm gonna fold that hand. I'll steal the pot. I'll steal the blinds here. That's a fold. Yep, this is good right here. Ace, 7-7 jack. We'll just call it. We're in position. That's better for my range. Let's pick up the pot here. Hey, don't play with those wires. Fold those right here. Of course, no action. Hey, what are you doing?
Mommy. No.
You want to go see mommy now? All right, bye-bye. Go see mommy. All right, it's just us now, boys. I'm a bit card dead. Play mini games. But that reminds me, I got some free spins on ignition. I need to. I got some free spins. I need to play on that. Ace 10 offsuit is a fold under the gun, boys. It is most definitely a fold. Yeah, I'm gonna raise this. Sure. Queen, king, and they're both suited. So I have a suited king, suited queen. That's good enough on the button. He raises. I'm double suited. I'll call. Let's gamble. There we go. And I got two pair. That beats his aces if he had aces there. On a dry flop, if he's got a 2, he might just pot this. I'm going to have to charge him. Wait. Yeah, I'm going to have to charge him the max here. Let's see if he calls. There we go. Full house, baby. You like that read? You see how I knew he had aces? I knew he had aces. Crack cracked that boy. Cracked him. Cracked him. Fold there. Let's pot. Maybe he thought I would steal it, you know? I knew that boy had aces. There it went. I was looking for my vape. Up. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna raise under the gun. I like to play a little lag play style in Omaha, especially against these fools that don't know how to play Omaha. I'm not gonna lie. Going all in with aces. So I could check this down. I like to check most things down on the flop in Omaha. And I like to put most of my people in like I like to check raise. Six, seven, eight, nine, 10. I could definitely go for it. I'm gonna check, he's gonna check back. I'm gonna half pot the river, he's gonna have to call. Or he bets here, yeah. So now he has to call. So I'm gonna go with 10. Maybe I should have let into him. Maybe I should have let into him or something. This hand looks pretty, and only for 50 cents. Let's go. So I just need a 10 to come out. If he bets, though, I can't really call. Just wanting a 10 here. Like, no back doors or nothing. Yeah, I'm going to have to fold. Here, I'm going to have to fold there. Five, six, seven, eight, 9, 50 cents more. We're gonna raise it though. We're gonna try to steal his blinds. Fold. Oh God. I'm gonna have to check it here. I'm gonna check a lot of things out of position anyway for a check raise. All right, so it's pretty safe to assume this guy doesn't have shit, but it's kind of hard for me to be the one to bluff here. Now I kind of have showdown value. Let's hope he checks it back. Jack 10. Dude's not folding for like $1. You know what I mean? He's not folding for $1. All right, let's raise. So I have a gut shot. I block clubs. I have queens. I could call. I could call and assess. I'm gonna raise the $5 here. If he goes over the top, he has a flush. If he calls me, he probably has yeah, I'm probably fucked here. But I took the betting lead, so if he checks, I check it down. Boom, yeah. So he did have a flush. He had a king high flush. I probably should have checked it back there on the turn. I'm not gonna lie, that probably was a spew there. Should have probably checked it back on the turn. All right, Jack 10 on small blind against the blah, 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 blah. I'm just going to fold. I'm just going to fold. I'm going to call there. I'm going to call that. Give me a 10. I can call here. I gotta fold. This dude. Short-handed, let's go. Let's go for half the pot right here. Muck. That's a poopy hand. This is a fold here. Booty, booty. I have nothing and nothing. There's nothing I can do about that. I am up $70 on the session though, which is cool. Fold. Oh, look, I would have got trips. But in my experience, trips, you lose a lot of money. Oh, dang, I would have got a full house. I don't want so many people in the hand. Let's raise it all the way. See, now I have a better chance. And I can do a little bit below half pot. No, let's just do half pot here. Yes! I'm glad to pick it up, I'm not gonna lie. I'll just fold there. Fold there. Alright, I'm probably gonna stream for about 10 more minutes. And then I'm good. Let's go ace king. Yep, I am definitely gonna just call here since I don't have any flush combinations here. Ace queen suited and the butt and let's go. I like the way your body is. Is that too obvious? Someone could have a 3 here. A 3 would have probably bet. Oh, I should have made it 24. I should have made it 24 over here. I messed up. I should have made it 24. I messed up. Now it's 3 ways. Oh, but I binked it. I binked it. I'm just gonna check it though, cause oh man, he bet 20. I'm gonna have to call and assess. Oh, you dead. I'm gonna have to check, see if he stabs at it. You dead. $30. You dead. Give me the $30, bro. Just give me the $30. You know you want to see my hand. You want to see if I have it. Nice catch, though. Nice catch for me. Now I'm up $100-something. Well, I'm gonna have to fold this Omaha hand if he bets into me. $2. I mean, shoot, if another queen comes out or something like that. Oh, so close. If that was a 9. Got my freaking boss calling me. Yo, what's up? Hello? Hey, I don't know what's going on with my signal, but I think it should be good now. Can you hear me? I think I just called you about telling you who was in the neighborhood there knocking. That's pretty much it. Either that. Oh, you talking about the training stuff? Oh yeah. I mean, shoot, I started implementing a little bit of it yesterday. Right. 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 Yeah. Yeah, that's something new that I added last month just to see how things would go because sometimes and I'll just change it back to saying government funding because that's what I originally did. But I mean, last month I did say Georgia Power funding, just because there are some people that the second I say government funding, their guard goes up and they're like, I don't believe you. You know, and then there's some people who just don't like the government. So like the second I say the government funding, they just shut me down. And I have been getting a lot, like actually no one has shut me down at that point now that I say Georgia Power funding. So that's the only reason why. Now I know it's probably disingenuous. So, but it's in affecting your guys' like moods on some customers and then I mean, or if it like decredits you a bit while you're closing, I understand. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's I don't think that's like a huge deal. And like, I feel like me doing it the normal way, like it'll be good. And then like, you guys won't have to discredit me to the customer, which does kind of like lower your status a bit when that happens. You know what I mean? Yeah. And what I've been saying at the end is kind of like, hey, here's my card with the date and time. I could already tell you're a solid guy. Like, I could already tell you're solid, and that it's probably not going to be a worry. But you know, anything can happen, and really, there's only a certain amount of like slots that we could actually go to every day. So if something does, you know, pop up, life does happen. My number's on there. All right, just shoot me a message and we could reschedule for a better time. Yeah, and then another thing too I wanted to talk about was I before we had this conversation, there was I never added it to my script, but I had thought about saying something like, "We're not there to necessarily sign you up," but I didn't really want to say lean too much into that because I didn't want them to like tell you, "Oh, you said you're not here to sign me up." But now the way I but now I've been the way because I did it yesterday. Most of the homeowners are receiving the comment well because I'll just say, do you have real quick? Do you have a spouse or a partner? And then they'll say, oh yeah, and they'll be like, okay, great. They'll definitely come up with some good questions too. We want to make sure everyone's on the same page. But let them know it's free information. You're not obligated to do anything. We're not necessarily coming to sign you guys up, just to like go over all the info with you. If it works for the family, that's great. If it ends up not making sense, then you can tell us to kick rocks. It's not a big deal, but your spouse will definitely come up with some good questions. So Friday at 7, that's still a good time for both of y'all. Right. Yeah, I mean they're usually laughing when I say the kick rocks thing. They'll like giggle. So I mean, it makes me feel it makes it feel less pressury, like almost like we're just helping them. So. Yeah. Oh, okay, I get it. I get it. Because a lot of times I do explain. I mean, obviously, it's in the script. I tell them that you're coming and that it's going to take 20 minutes and they check your bar. But you're saying, like, if maybe they're too, like, they don't acknowledge, they're kind of a little bit, like, zombified or, like, too hypnotized to, like, snap them out real quick. So they Right. Right, and sometimes I have to like kind of correct a customer, like reframe a customer's mind because they'll ask a question and they'll ask it in a way where like they're asking as if almost like they know they're already going to qualify. So I have to be like, well, hold on though. Like before we even get into all of that, it doesn't. We if you're only going to save $5 a month, you're not going to care anyway. You know what I mean? So, like you have to tell them like it doesn't work for every house, or every house would have it. You have a different roof type than everyone else and a different positioning against the sun. But it takes them like 10 minutes. No one's got to get up on the roof. You know what I mean? I take parts of my script and I kind of replace them in different spots depending on what I need to. Like, you know what I mean? Just kind of like control the customer. Right. Right. And then loop back. Right. And then loop it in different ways and stuff like that. And like, you know, a lot of people, what they do is they just handle the objection, but they don't loop back into closing. You know what I mean? Hmm. Yeah, that's a good that's a good tip there because sometimes that does happen and I don't really know how to like like the customer just goes into full on me trying to get me to sell them mode, and it's hard for me to like get them back into okay, I've already set the appointment, stop asking me questions and just because really what it feels like is it feels like they're asking me these questions to disqualify the appointment, because a lot of times what will happen is they'll ask a question, blah blah blah, keep asking, and then they'll be like, you know what, just forget the appointment. And then I'm like, bruh, you literally just asked me like freaking 10 questions and I'm not even the guy, like, you know, like what. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like a balance, you know. It's like a balance that needs to be, you know what I mean? Right. Yeah. There was another thing. Yeah, I'm excited, man. It's just so weird this month, you know. But I really honestly think it's just because y'all both went on vacation, dude. I mean, like, yeah, and just a little bit of luck. I mean, you know, the variant. There's just a lot of variance. I mean, we 40 grand last month. You know what I mean? Like, but well, we'll see. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had a good run when we went to St. Mary's, really. I think we did 3 sales in just that one day. Like, we got 3 sales out of it. Now, one canceled, but we still, you know what I mean? Yeah. Freaking May 4th through 8th, I have a wedding to go to in Michigan. So, yeah, hopefully the Blitz is on like the second half of the month or the second week of the month or something like that. But yeah, even last month, like even without the Blitz money, which was like 17, 19 grand, I think. So I think it was like 19 grand. Like we would have had a super fucking solid month. So the Blitz was great though. Los Barbos. Oh, Latinos. Oh, I don't know. I got a guy in the mall that cuts my hair. But all right, bro. I gotta get ready to go here in the next 10, 15 minutes. All right, brother. I'm gonna be at the neighborhood behind the Kroger. Yeah. All right. All right, I got some good hand. A good hand right here. Ace is ace. All right, let's go. Hopefully he doesn't have a straight. If he does, fuck it. Oh, I have a full house now. Oh, everyone called. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Heck yeah. Yeah, this was a great session. I think that's one more hand and then I'll end the stream. But that was great right there. That was great. I made 150 bucks here. I made 150 bucks there. And then I made 27 bucks here. That's why I love Omaha. Omaha, 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 Omaha. I'm going to check this.